Welcome back to Empire Total War. It's the Wallachia campaign, and I just got back from a seal knot battle where I've been, well, series of battles and pre-battle displays and artillery, cavalry through the ages, etc, etc, where I've been doing the commentary. So I'm a little bit hoarse, and I've been very, very busy today. Goodness me, clearing everything up, taking the ropes down on the battlefield with everyone else, of course, but it's been a bit of hard work there, really. But anyhow, I've come back and I had a quick look around the battlescape, the campaign map, and thought, what's the one thing really that I can still do? And it's this. So what I've decided to do is go for the attack against Muscovy, or Moscow. And that's all, really. I thought I'll do this, and what I'll do is I'll show this, speed that up a little bit, I'll show this on the on the camera after the battle, because this is going to be because it's going to be an assault, and it's very rare that I actually show an assault, and I'd like to look close up at how one works, because normally, of course, I'm shelling people over the walls, aren't I? On this occasion, he's got the distinct advantage of having the guns that can fire at me while I'm getting into position. The good news for my position is that he's got superior line infantry. Well, he's only got 4 units of proper infantry, really. The rest are firelock armed citizenry, so these chaps are pretty good. 7, 15 and 9 facing 6, 13 and 7, so they're pretty good, but I've got various improvements, like bayonets, etc. I'm sure they've got them as well. I'm not sure if they've got quite as much as me. They may well have. I can't remember now. I think I said it on a previous video. But they haven't got a lot of them, have they? And these guys are going to help me build up some chevrons, hopefully before I even get through to these. I really don't know. But we'll have to see. There's 1 unit of line infantry as well, and they're very similar to myself. So, okay, well, let's crack on and have a good battle. And like I said, I'm going to show some close-up actions going over the walls, I hope, anyway. Might even see the shells going in and stuff, I really don't know. But anyway, hope you enjoy the battle. Well, as you can see, this is a distinctly different battle setup that I normally do. We've got on the top right there, because this is a saved game. Like I said, I wanted to look up close. I can do the battle speeds, alter them slightly, but I just wanted to show you the disposition before I did this. I've tried to get all my men onto the corner, like I would normally do, in order to avoid enemy fire as I get close. Normally I do that with my artillery, of course, and get pretty close, and then start shelling them. I can't do this on this occasion, but I'm still going to use the same tactic by getting my men as close as I possibly can without taking any shots. What I didn't get to do when I was actually calling the shots on this battle was to look at the enemy dispositions in any kind of detail at all. So I see firelock armed citizenry, now there we go, there's some pretty good superior line infantry over there. It does look as though mainly this is firelock armed citizenry, which explains a lot. You'll see some line infantry there. You'll see when we get in close what happens throughout this battle. Armed citizenry, yeah. He really does struggle for decent quality infantry, doesn't he? But okay, in the centre here, we've got his only horse, which are his heavy cavalry, decent cavalry, pretty dangerous to me. So I really want those to go against some kind of square formation, of course. And over here, oh, they're not here. Ah, well, that's odd, because they were there in the battle. Something strange has happened. Something is missing. Well, this one's here. Is it? Yes, it is. That one's here, and that's in the place where it should be. The other one, maybe it manoeuvres into position then. Because when I fought this battle, there were some howitzers around here. And I don't know where they've gone now. It's extraordinary. I had to fight off some howitzers that were over here, and they don't even exist. Are there any howitzers in the middle of here anywhere? Sorry about all this, jumping around all over the place. Nothing at all. Okay, right, well, we're gradually getting into position. Maybe I should speed this up a little bit. Save a bit of video time. I don't know how these videos work out actually when it comes to you know, recording them on my system when they've already been recorded as I played them. I've noticed the sound disappears though when you speed it up, as it normally would do. Now, what I did at this point, well, I'm not sure if I did it exactly. No, I didn't actually. At this point, I've still got these very long march columns approaching the corner of the fortress. He's not able to fire at me from anywhere from this position. The guns face outwards, remember, so I really am playing here to my own advantage. The light troops got there first, which is good, and I should be soon positioning these light infantry. Yeah, they got a shot in while they were in march order. I should really have asked them not to fire until they were in proper a proper order in which they were actually going to be able to hit somebody. I don't think we really did hit anybody at all on here with that shot. I think really I'm not allowed to hit them until I'm in a position where they can actually hit me, so you don't really get to fire over this triangle here. But I did want to engage, so you know, to engage those troops on that corner and pin them in some strange way, really, in position. So what I did was I brought forward these light infantry. At the moment they're reloading. Let's just speed. Oh, they are still going fast, aren't they? Maybe I left them longer than I thought. In fact, while we're here now, let's see if I can find that gun. That's really weird, isn't it? There's no gun there at all. And yet, in the battle I fought, there was definitely a gun. So this doesn't make a lot of sense. It'd be interesting to see what happens when I send my horse after that gun that's not actually there on this replay. How strange. Right, okay, come on. Maybe I inch them a little bit closer first. Next, you should see these light troops are firing a lot, aren't they? Let's get it on normal speed now, because it'll make a bit more sense, won't it? You can see things doing something useful. This must be the point where the light troops come out. I think it is, yeah. Okay, put my light troops in open order. Forward of my march columns, which are over here. So you can see I've drawn that particular one out. So far, all my army is safe. We're not suffering any return of fire at all from the enemy. Did I actually? I see one dead man on there. So we are shooting somebody, aren't we? Very rarely. 59 out of 60. I've got one. I think I've just got one man from shooting from those light troops out there. I get another one. God, I'll tell you what. This is why howitzers are so really useful in these situations. Nobody at all. I don't think we're hitting anybody. We did hit that one man at first, and that's it. But like I said, it doesn't matter, because the purpose of my troops was simply to pin them down in position there. Whoops, sorry about this. Let's get back to this corner. Here we are. Now, where are we? Right, oh, we're here. Sorry, right, okay, my light troops are still here. I'm just giving a little bit of supporting fire. But notice I try and arrange some supporting fire from elsewhere as well in the game in a moment. So 59 out of 60, 60 out of 60. It's not doing anything other than pin the troops to this area here, and perhaps even a little bit of keeping their heads down. I really want to keep their heads down behind the walls, so it's safer for me to be able to attack them. So, okay, the first three march columns, four march columns have now been sent into position. I'm wanting these to attack the walls, of course. I'll just speed this up a little bit. You know what's going on there now. So, right, this is where we start to take some hits. Some of the shots went in well. These are off to this area here. This I don't know. It's a kind of promontory, isn't it? Really. So what I'm hoping to do is to get troops attacking the wall all the way along here and all the way along here as well, with supporting fire from infantry. And I don't know where my supporting fire infantry have gone. I noticed that he was using his armed citizenry here to get shots against me. Here you go, all the way along there, so we were suffering along there. If I just slow that down back to normal again. So we did suffer along here, there's no doubt about it. If you look on there, 105 out of 120, 15 lost when when I'm fighting this on hard, and he really does have an advantage because of that. Well, that's pretty good. Looks like he's coming down the walls at me, doesn't it? So, right, okay, I did put some infantry. Maybe it's these that are going into position, I'm not too sure now. But I still have my lights firing up at the top there. What I'm most interested in is how effective my backing fire was. Because I put some what you might call cover fire down there. It's the kind of fire, you know, just to get the enemy to keep their heads down, really, I suppose. Right, okay, now we're amongst them on the walls here, and it really was hard fought, that, but we managed to get, I think we managed to get over the wall on this side here. These are mine, are they? So, oh no, they look like enemy. No, they're his superior infantry, aren't they? And they're going against my infantry here. But I will outflank them. The whole idea is to draw them in to this central area here, so that I can then outflank them. And here comes my supporting fire. So I am now in position, and I am able to give some fire up against those walls there. I position them in such a... Ah, now this is it! This is when I thought, hang on, there's a gun firing at me. But where is it? This is odd. Very odd. There's a gun firing at me. I don't know where it's firing from. It can only be the gun over the other side. You know, this one over the way over that side over there. But anyway, okay. So I've now got troops in position on here. Now I'd noticed that in front of me was Firelock armed citizenry, just over here, and what I wanted to do was take this area here. If I've got all his infantry pinned down in this corner, and I can break through here and get through this gate, I've only got his heavy infantry to face. I'd like to do it in two places at once, of course, so I am going to try and break through at this point as well. But he has got some infantry. Oh, I thought he had some infantry down here. Oh, he's appeared! That's really weird, isn't it? There's the gun. And that's the one that got that hit against me over there. So I dispatched some horse to take them out. Partly because I wanted these to come out of here. I wanted the heavies. I sort of thought there's no way they're going to do it, because they're going to have a general with them, and they want to look after their general. So I did dispatch not only some horse to deal with those over there, but I sent some infantry to cross this area here as well, just in case his horse came out, so we could get a shot at them, and maybe I thought we could protect the horse that I dispatched to go and deal with him. Obviously the horse haven't been dispatched yet, but it will be happening, believe you me. Right, okay, so a bit of supporting fire going in there. I'm curious, I know we've taken some hits here, which did surprise me actually, because I thought he wouldn't be able to return fire because he'd be too engaged in fighting me on the walls, but obviously somebody is actually firing. No, we're keeping him away from the wall. Maybe it's because now is our opportunity to keep him away from the walls. We haven't been able to do that before. Crikey, that poor chap really is going to get snowed under, isn't he? Look at that. Huh. Okay, he seems to be fighting on his own, but he's making enough of a gap. He's holding for long enough for these men to get into position. And hopefully he can surprise them in the flank while they're fighting that single man there that they just can't believe he's actually holding the wall. So, right, okay, perhaps oh, these are definitely ready for him. Look at this. Oh dear me, it's odd, isn't it, how they climb the walls actually. The graphics have got even better than this on the Total War games that have come out now, but they're still brilliant, of course, aren't they? Right, okay, well, they're engaging to the front and suffering heavy losses, I'm sure. Supported by the infantry, giving them some help, of course, and these on this side as well. But the main thing is these chaps over here, because by having these on this side of the wall here, I'm able then eventually to charge in to the flank of those and really swing the balance. What did surprise me though was this melee over here. In that, or melee, whatever you want to call it. In that, in fact, some call it melee, don't they? Well, I couldn't understand me going in with 102 men against only 60. In fact, I think we just suffered a bit there, didn't we? No, still 102. We went in against these and struggled. Okay, so they've got 59. 101. Or maybe, 58. 100. We seem to be losing 1 for 1, don't we? When I was looking at this before, it looked like he was murdering me on here. 100. Right. Maybe it's because I only looked at it early on, and I thought, oh, I'm down to 100 already out of a full 120. But I didn't lose them that way, did I? I think I was probably watching this horse, because I dispatched this horse to go and sort out this artillery, hadn't I? These howitzers. I couldn't leave these howitzers here in this position. They had to go. Even if the enemy horse came out to attack me, I had to take these out of the battle because they were wreaking havoc. You know, they were firing lime shot into my dense formations of infantry down here. I'd expected at the beginning of the battle, to be quite honest with you, that his howitzers would be inside the walls. I knew there was one on the outside of the wall on the other side, which is what I showed you before, but I hadn't noticed this one at all. Maybe because it wasn't there in the same way it wasn't on this. It just appeared. Now, to be fair, maybe it's able to be hidden. Maybe that's what it is. There are some trees around there. So it was probably hidden. That's what surprised me with the fire. That's why I dispatched the horse to take them out. And that's why I didn't have the proper infantry support in position when I first sent the horse over there. So I did send some infantry, like I said, to block off this area here so we could get a good shot in case anything came their way. I think it's these infantry now that are on their way. Actually, it looks like this is a bit stilted, doesn't it? Well, it does to me, anyway. Yeah, they've gone a little bit slower, actually. Well, that's not very good. I wonder if that's something to do with the replay, because I didn't really notice that during the battle. Not very much of it, anyway. Maybe my computer's getting a bit warm and it's slowing it down. I know how it feels. I've been warm and slowed down all day. So how are we doing over here now, then? We've got 96 against 51, so he's only lost 9. You see, he's losing less, or at least the same as myself. He's got 2 units there. So, I'm a bit suspicious about this. I mean, why are we losing so many when we have superior troops, superior training, of course? Look at all these bodies down here, and I can't see any enemy bodies. Well, hardly any, anyway. Why aren't we able to take him out with our bayonets? Right, well, there's one gone. And it looks like he's... oh, blimey, he's chinning another one as well. There you go. Or did he chin the same one? He took one out with his bayonet and then hit another one, or perhaps hit the same one. And we're shooting, which is good. I didn't think I had them on shooting as well. I think I only had them on melee. I wonder if maybe that is what the Phylacam citizenry have been able to do. They've been able to shoot. And in fact, I do wonder if maybe these here on the wall are shooting in my side. No, they're not, are they? So I don't quite know why we weren't more successful here. And I really can't tell who's shooting either. 47 out of 60, and I'm down to 94. I went in with, what, 101, 93. So there's, 8 lost. And he's got, what was that then? 47 out of 60. So yeah, he lost 13, didn't he? So 8 for 13. Yeah, I think we are winning that, aren't we? But it's going to be slow, because you can only get a few men fighting at any particular one time. So we are taking hits, though. We really are. I really was expecting a greater success than that. Right, okay, well, let's have a look around the other side. We've taken out... yeah, there's one of my units routing. He's had enough. I found out, by the way, that if I order my troops to climb the walls, then I order another one to climb the same wall, they won't do it. But if I order them to attack the troops on the top of the wall there, they will scale with the same ladders. Basically, asking them to scale the wall is simply that, asking them to put ladders up. So you really do need to attack the men on the wall, and they'll go up the same ladders. They're not ladders, they're actually ropes, but you know what I mean. Here's the infantry unit that I was telling you about, by the way, that I wanted to be in position just in case the horse came out of here, but of course when they got there a lot slower than I wanted them to, but well, it's the normal walking pace. It's just I would have liked them to go much quicker. I don't know where my horse are at the moment, but I ordered my horse to go around and charge that one as well. Here we go. I thought, well, I've got away with it with one, so I'll send them round to take out the other one. So this is my cavalry charge going right the way back of the fortress. I didn't mind if my horses were blown at all. It doesn't show me on this, does it, really, the ratio of casualties or the ratio of men left in the field. But by this time it was starting to show in my favour. Up until then I was getting a little anxious, and I sent in another unit over here. Where is it? They're on their way now over to here, thinking that this unit here needed help. So I wanted somebody to go and attack this flank here, or indeed even that rear. See, they're down to 43 now and 51, and we've got what was that? Is that 80? That's 82. So yeah, we weren't being as successful as I would have liked to have been along this bridge, and I just do not understand why that is. I really don't. I wonder if maybe those chaps are going to pick up a chevron at some point. I understand, by the way. Oh look, oh dear, he's up. Oh God, how many was that? 3 bayonets hit him. First, his musket knocked out of his hand, and then 3 bayonets take it. Whoopsie daisy. I knew this would be a bitter fight to watch. Oh, there goes another one. I think when they just vanish like that, it means they've fallen off. Yeah. Right, okay. We are actually getting the upper hand at this point. I'm not sure I really needed to send in my other men. Why is it showing 75 there? They must be my troops. 36. Yeah, confident. Winded. 35, and then 37. 35 and 37, call it 70. And we've got 71 left. I think this is why I was concerned. You see, morale doesn't break so much that men rout back into the centre of the fortress. They just tend to die. So in other words, he can last forever, really. Right down to the last man. Whereas me, I'll go down to about 30 something. 35, maybe 40. Oh, there's one of the walls that's fallen to me. It's not this one here, it's this one over here. This is what I wanted to see. Now this is that flank action that I wanted against these troops over. Oh no, so they've come over now. So I've piled these in against the flank. I think these are the new ones going in, are they? Let's have a look. How many have we got in here? 78. I think they are. I think they're the ones that I piled in support over here. I think I needed to get some more in as well. I'm pretty sure I got some more in. I'm still firing up at the walls as well, and I'm not sure here whether I was actually hitting some of my own men as well as his. You just have to hope that they know which uniforms to shoot at, don't you? Now, I may well be shooting at this stage at my own men. Oh, got him straight away. You see that? Oof. Fantastic. I think just one of them got away then, didn't he? But I think that's me just about having taken the corner there that I wanted. But of course we've drawn some of his troops away from that corner by coming down, by sending more troops over to this side to attack his flank. I'm pretty sure I sent some more over there as well. I'm pretty sure these go piling in at some stage to go and assist over there, because I was just losing too many men. Now you notice he's got some line infantry here that come into it. He's got 120 pretty fresh troops, although they have been running around a bit back and forth. Now we're starting to get the upper hand. Only 46 of my men left, but he is about to break. 11 and 7. I thought we said, oh, we did. Here they come now. These are the reinforcements, and this is why his line infantry, those 120, come over to join in, because they realise all is going to be lost on here. Now, we should now have taken out the guns on this side as well, I would have thought. Yep. Hey? Perhaps not. Where are my horse now? Well, something strange has happened, because wherever the gun was around here, oh, they've gone anyway. Oh, I see, they were there. Right, okay, here's my horse. They've managed to take out 2 artillery batteries, 2 howitzer batteries, and they are 34 out of 45, which is not bad, is it really? But it's basically because the troops on the walls have all been occupied against my men, which means they haven't been able to get some decent fire against my cavalry as they've been going around those walls. Right, now I've got 1 load of troops there about to go in through that doorway that I just went past, and I've got some here about to enter through this doorway. Come on, we're not going over the wall, surely. Right, that's it. Okay, so having taken this area and then moved my troops in here to help with this attack, still supporting my troops with some fire from over here, and of course they're untouchable because his troops are engaged with mine. He'll want to return fire. That's something else that causes him a problem, because if he tries to return fire, then he's going to expose his flank, and of course he can't do that, can he? So he's very much on a hiding to nothing. The wall is virtually gone on that corner. We've now taken 2 Oh, he's attacking now. I didn't know he attacked that way. Oh, no, he didn't. He changed his mind. He thought there was an easier target over here. So, in come my infantry, in here. And there go his horse. He wants to catch me just as I go through the gate. Okay. But I've now got some infantry moving towards the centre of his fort. At the same time that I've got these in here. I have actually, when I saw his horse coming through, I did form square. Now, I didn't know what kind of square I could form in this doorway, but I went in that formation anyway because I thought, well, maybe it'll give me some advantage. It doesn't tell me, does it, whether they're actually in square or not there, but I think, you know, charging in fortifications is never going to give the horse too much of an advantage anyway, is it? So he's down to 38 out of 60, and you think about it, I've got 120 men, he started with, oh, hang on, oh, Sweden, 38, yeah. Okay, we've got 92 left. We started with 120, he started with 60. Now, he's pulled his men back, ready to charge again, because obviously horse gain advantage from the charge. We managed to get a couple of shots in against him on that one as well, I think, before he finally went into the square as it's properly formed this time. So obviously he wants the impact of the charge, and that second, that recoil of his horse gave me enough time to be able to form myself into square. So I think he's going to be struggling now. He's down to 26 and we're down to 87. So look at that. Is he going to get through there? Look at that. He's right in the middle of this square, isn't he? Come on, brave chaps. Go for it. Somebody's got to grasp the nettle and take him out, haven't they? Look how they push the square back in on itself. But of course all that does is make it stronger. You know, make the body of men even harder to break than they were on the initial contact. So there he goes back again. But of course while all this is happening, I'm moving in towards his centre. There we go. And I can form a nice square in there if necessary. And you'll notice on the top there of the picture that there is now 1 minute and 52 seconds left before the battle is won by myself, simply because I have those troops there in the middle. Now he did also have 120 troops over here somewhere. Now I didn't want to gain any more casualties than I actually needed, so having already been fighting him down here, I thought let's withdraw them, because if he's going to stand there and allow me to form myself at the top here and shoot down on him, then that's what I'm going to do rather than go hand to hand. So I don't know really why they're actually reaching down there, but I changed them then to shot so that they'd be engaging these chaps down here. And you can see wavering, tired, concerned about enemy losses, They are superior line infantry, but we are now, I think we should just about be ready to start pouring fire down on him from here, here and here. He knows their orders are to fire down on him. He knows he's had it. It's about to go over here as well. And that's it. I was about to show you, can't really show, oh I can, just, can't I? That his horse had broken. Just at the point the horse had broken, that was the end of it for him. Anyway, 766 losses. It's not good, is it really? I'm not proud of it, but that's what happens when you go into an assault like that. But with a deployment of 2,000 in the first place, I mean, you'll see this anyway, because when I go on to the battle statistics from the on the campaign map after this, because you know what these are like, these pre-recorded battles, when you do it this way, you end up seeing the information in two ways, don't you? So I'm not sure how well we did. 190, what we lost 100, killed 260. Pretty good, actually. I don't do this breakdown when we get to the campaign map, so it might be worth looking at it now. 47 for 62 kills. Do you know, I can't find any bad scenarios. 67 for 87, 28 for 28. Oh, that's about half and half, isn't it? So 87 for 159 kills. I think that's pretty good. 76 for 107. 100 for 260. 100 lost. Wow. So down to actually, what, 19 men, that unit there. Goodness me. Right, okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that, folks. It's just nice, isn't it, to be able to see some of that close-up action for a change. Okay, pretty heavy casualties on that one, 766, but you think about it, across 10 units, that will be 76 men per unit. Across 20 units, we're only looking at, is it 76 over 10? Yeah, it is. 35, call it 40 per unit. Okay, third loss for each. Oh, I don't know. I don't think that's too bad on an assault like that. The main thing is, we've got all our soldiers back, haven't we? And we've done it all without guns. Okay. And here we go, and here we have Muscovy, which I can still, I think, just about afford to repair, I hope. Can I? It's tight. I can't afford that one. Naval College. Can't afford the engineering school. Infrastructure, not too sure. I can destroy some buildings though. Let's get rid of some buildings. Can't replenish my troops though, I'm afraid. Let's have a look at some buildings around here. What have we got? Estate. Right, pleasure gardens, that's good. We've got classical university, that's the one we want to get rid of. Where are you? Yes, good. And what else have we got? Classical university. We don't seem to have any particular churches in here, do we? Well, I can't see any anyway, so engineering school, no, I think that is probably, whoops, probably about it. Oh, look at all these. That's in the university, of course. Ah, I see. I switched to the university, haven't I? From here. Okay, engineering school. Actually, it might be more important to me to have the engineering school than to have, you know, the well, perhaps not the observatory, but then perhaps the army board. Mind you, it's going to take 2 turns to replenish these troops anyway. At least 2 turns, possibly even 3. So let's see what we left untended. Only this place really, and we are defending it. We are bringing other troops over, so I think we're okay there. I think we might just survive it. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed the assault. I did. I thought it was quite interesting.